Okay, sorry about that. Now I'm inside. But it has been, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Wow, I'm really bubbly for like 11 o'clock in the morning. So, oh, now I remember. So the Destin vlog, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the footage that I have and I'm going to pair it with and finish it in a different vlog that'll probably be at the beginning of November. But anyways, currently, so I guess the reading plans for this vlog is that, so I decided to split up, because Heartstopper, I started kind of looking at reviews, and it doesn't really fit the last prompt very well, but I know what book fits the last prompt pretty well. And it is The Kingdom of the Feared. So we're going to start reading this book for this reading vlog. And hopefully I can get it finished. And I'm excited for it. I've been waiting for this book to come out after it left off on like a cliffhanger for the Kingdom. Kingdom of which book was that? Because it wasn't Kingdom of the Feared. It was Kingdom of something. I don't remember. And I can't, or I think it's called The Kingdom of the Cursed. I could be wrong. I'll correct myself underneath of it because, oh, there it is. Yeah, The Kingdom of the Cursed. So, but, so I'm excited to read that. Today, I don't know how much reading I'll get done just because I do want to do some work, even though technically today is my day off. But I do have like family research to do, so if you can't see. So I figured I would either count that as work, and I do plan on stopping out just to see how everything's going. And if I have any voicemails I need to answer or emails. So hopefully not. Crossing fingers, because this is the last day for the regular season. We are open through the month of October, but it's just our mill house, Victorian home. So, yeah. But other than that, just welcome to the channel. I'm sorry, you're getting like really happy and hyper me, and it's probably all thanks to this because I have drank this like really fast. So it's really good. It's called Sour Patch, which has blue raspberry and green apple in it. And I say it's an energy drink, but it's like one of those like healthy energy drinks. So probably should stop drinking it right now because I feel like I'm getting a little too hyper. But for this early in the morning, I'm usually not this happy this early in the morning. Well, I guess it's not really early. It's almost noon, but it's like an hour away from noon. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I have the day off. I will be later on going up to my friend's place up north, just because I didn't do it yesterday. Just because she hasn't been feeling well. So, I'm saying so a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm like all over the place. You'd think I just like drank a whole bunch of Monster or something. So, but that is the book that we're going to start out on. I would hope today, but I'm not 100% sure, but definitely tomorrow. And yeah. So, I just wanted to pop in and say hello to everybody. Welcome you to the channel, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for now, and hopefully insert a reading montage.
Hello, everybody. It is Saturday. It's actually about 1:50, and sorry if it looks like I just woke up. I did a while ago from a nap that I really needed because I woke up I forgot to turn off my alarm this morning, so I woke up at 5:30. I did end up going back to sleep until like 8:30, but I was still pretty tired. So the reason why I'm in the car is because I'm at the museum, because supposedly I have a tour today, but I really think I don't. Because, and this is why I'm going to explain why without using the lady's name. So I get a phone call, I believe it was Wednesday, asking about a tour this weekend for like 2 or 3 people. And I was like, okay, and I should have wrote the name and the number down. But I didn't. A lady calls me again the next day, saying about a tour for next Thursday. For 2 or 3, I think it's now just 2 people. And so the voice sounded familiar, and I swear she said her name both times. So I asked, I'm like, hey, did you call yesterday about a Saturday tour? She's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Check back on the call log, and it is the same number. So I don't think I have a tour today, but just in case if I'm mistaken this person, we're going to do that. because I was telling Elena on the phone that technically we're not open Saturdays now starting October. So, and October 1st is today. So, happy spooky month. And but if you schedule a tour today, I will make sure the museum is open. And I'm like, and technically the rest of our buildings are not open, but again, because the last tours, regular season tours end on Friday after 4 o'clock. But since we do have an event at the end of the month, I will make an exception. If you want to see the other buildings, it's only by appointment only. So this lady sounded like she was starting to get confused. And this is also the reason why I thought it was the same person, is because, well, my friend and I have already seen the Mill House. We want to see the other buildings. Okay, and the lady from the next day also said the same thing. So that's why I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm pretty sure you called the previous day for Saturday, but now are changing your mind. But I'm here anyways, just in case. So they should be showing up hopefully here within the next 7 minutes. I'll wait here until about 2:10, 2:15. If they do not show up, then I'm leaving. So I'm not even going in the house to even get to undo the alarm unless I know for sure they're here. So, yeah. But I figured since I am waiting, and the fastest way to make time go by is we should read. I meant to read yesterday, but there was so many things that went on yesterday, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So, I decided to paint my nails. As you can see, they're kind of a nice, very nice tropical emerald green. Just because I really liked it, saw it when I was grocery shopping, and decided to pick it up. Because it wasn't expensive. And so, and cheaper than going to a salon and getting your nails done. Where was I going with this? Oh, so, that might be them. Yep, there's them. Hello, everybody. It's me a little later. So, turns out, it wasn't the same person. And this is why people, you write down names and numbers, and I should have, and I totally forgot, but it definitely was not the people that called. Don't know why I was getting stared down by an old lady, but okay. Just got finished up with that. Went and picked up supper, because I guess my boyfriend wanted Subway, so went and picked up Subway. Went and just left Fairway because I needed to get water for tomorrow, because we have a D&D thing tomorrow. And yeah, so currently on my way home. I figured I was going to be able to read, thinking these people weren't going to show up, but I guess the number called me twice. I don't know when they called me twice or who talked to them, but whatever. So do plan on when we get home, I'm going to eat, and then I do want to start that book, because I'm getting excited for Kingdom of the Feared, and I really want to read it. So, and of course, we need to get to reading because I want to finish it for this portion of the vlog. So, yeah. But figured I'll let you know, kind of an update, and insert me reading when I get home. Chapter 1, and oh my word, I forgot a lot of things from book 2, and I should have read the last
few chapters of the second book before entering this to remember. But we get a glimpse in the preface, and sorry, this is where spoilers are going to happen. So, of course, if you have not read this book, you are forewarned. I would suggest clicking off this video, reading this book, and then coming back. So they were about ready to do it and consummate their marriage. And then her soul gets wisps over to the Shadow Realm and finally confronts her twin sister, who is pretty much not her twin sister much anymore. Wow. I forgot about so much. And somehow Domingo, or however you pronounce it, sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing some of these names, is there. Wow. So this is going to get interesting for chapter 2. I'm probably not going to continue with a reading montage. I'll just pop in as I see fit to read and react. So. I just finished chapter 6. I feel so stupid. Not realizing up to this point how big of a role Amelia, the main character, plays. Like, I knew there was something that drew her and Wrath close. But nothing set me up for more than figuring out she's the goddess of fury, which is the King of Wrath's equal. What? Oh my god. And so this is what the first witch wanted to curse and hex him, was taking his queen away. See, this is why I love Carrie Maniscalco, because she just keeps you guessing. And oh my god, this plot twist. I mean, she's not fully remembering everything because the curse still on her, but wow. And her eyes change. They're like rose gold iridescent. It's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading, but oh my god. Okay. So this book is just several plot twists at once, and we're only on chapter 10 now. So, again, spoilers. So, there's an 8th house, and it's called the House of Vengeance, which is where Amelia and her sister Vittoria belong to, with the goddess of fury and goddess of death. And of course, lo and behold, their mother is a character that shows up in the second book as, what is she called? The Matron of Curses and Potions, which is none other than the goddess of the underworld / creator of the underworld herself, Celestia. The plot thickens, guys. The plot thickens. Like, oh my gosh. I can't get over all of these plot twists. And now you can see why Carrie Maniscalco is like my favorite author. Ugh. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. chapter 13, let alone, is another like big information dump that we needed. So we learn more about the curse, and I'm glad I'm writing these notes down. So pretty much Prince of Wrath was cursed only to hate and forget everything else, so he can't like fully give his heart because I guess some secret scheming was going on, and obviously Amelia and Victoria were kind of in the middle of it because they got dragged into it. And so, but that was the first night that like literally Prince of Wrath was very vulnerable and took Em aside to like finally pretty much give his heart to her, and Em secretly confesses what they were going to do, and then I don't know where she is completely ripped away from him because the seven, what is it called? I believe it's the 7 Star Witches is what they're called, but I can't completely remember. 7 Star Witches kidnap and use the actual twin witches that were born, that they were told that they were growing up, but they weren't, harvesting their hearts, and set a trap for Victoria to come after her. And so now Victoria is on a whole mission. He was cursed by the first witch because La Prima Strega made a bargain with House of... Okay, so this is how it happened. Sorry. Confused. Rewind. So, Prince of Wrath ends up getting cursed in this because of the first witch, because the first witch, his daughter ended up falling in love with a demon, which was, I believe, the Pride. And so the first witch prayed to House of Vengeance, and that's how Vit and Em get involved. However, Em has like a second thought and lets Prince of Wrath know what's going on. He finally gives her whole heart, but then she ends up disappearing. And so that sends Prince of Wrath on a whole huge war path because she just disappears, and disappears for 20 years along with Vit, because the 7 witches, with the actual twin witches that were born, took their mortal hearts and put it in them, and then 20 years, bada bing, bada boom, we're here now. Really interesting. They weren't able to be found because of the spell lock, as well as the Horn of Hades masking them from even their mother, which is one of the original 3 goddesses. So, interesting. And now Victoria wants to wage a vengeful war, regardless of who might be involved, to get back at the family that trapped him. The families that trapped him from the witches. So, definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. So, a lot of information dump. This will be interesting. I'm going to keep reading, so... Sorry for the crazy hair. It is a little later, and now I am on chapter 21, and read successfully 109 pages tonight. And oh my Lanta. Sorry, excuse me. Another big bombshell of like literally Vit and Em's world just not even existing. They were just hiding out in the Isle of Skye in a different dimension to protect them from the mortal world. So they never even left, like, literally the underworld. They never left. Wow. So which has led Em to finally embrace all of her immortality. And now she's trying to struggle between, you know, her human emotions of just, really, she just wants peace. She wants to live, you know, coexist peacefully. She doesn't want to have all of this fury and being, you know, having to worry about everybody and having to control it all the time because people are just being double-crossers and all this stuff, you know, she just wants true peace. And so she really wants to put this curse away once and for all, so... Sorry, excuse me. I'm tired. And everything. So, very interesting. But I will talk to you guys in the morning when I don't feel as tired, and maybe I might have a more coherent thoughts of this book. But currently we are literally on the last, probably fourth of the book. So, because we're over halfway done. So yeah. But I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go to sleep.
Hello everybody, and good morning, and wow, I need to go find a scarf. Hold on. Okay, much better. You do not see anything underneath now. So, hello. Good morning. It is about 7:50 on a Tuesday. This getting up early stuff is getting a lot easier as I'm getting used to it, but... So today is probably going to be the last day of the vlog. I'm not signing out quite yet, just because we do have still a third of the book to read, and I'm hoping to actually get that finished tonight because I really think I can. So let's talk about the book. So we're on chapter 21 now, and it's, I mean, I did not lie when I said last night, even though I was tired, this is going to be probably my favorite book, if not in my top 3 of this year. Granted, I've not read a whole lot of new books this year, but easily is going to be my top book of the year. Carrie Maniscalco, I don't know, she's just like Cassandra Clare. She outdoes herself every single time she releases something, and it's just... she speaks to me as an author, the way she just writes, because the way she creates her characters and the plot and how they interact, because those are the two big things, is that the biggest thing is characters, and I just feel so connected with, you know, all of the characters. They have so many dimensions and layers to them that it's just wonderful. And then, of course, the plot, all of the twists and turns, the dramatic plot, and especially the dramatic, like, plot turns and everything like that, and how everything is slowly just uncovering, and it's not, and some of it is sudden, like, I don't know, where you're just like, no way, you know, even though you were kind of leading to that conclusion a little bit, but it just, she surprises me every time, and I just love it. And she just reminds me of, like, Maureen Johnson. And not trying to compare authors, but like Maureen Johnson, Taylor Jenkins Reid, and Cassandra Clare both like created a book together. That's like Carrie Maniscalco taking, now this is complete like fiction here, even though she's using some biblical references and making it her own. But she's just such a really good writer in that aspect, bringing something that we know in real life, and especially since I'm a historian, it like makes my heart happy, and brought to life in this fictional world. So, I'm sorry that probably, this whole explanation was probably so confusing, but I am just loving every minute of reading this book, and last night it was really hard to put it down, but I was starting to get tired, and I knew I needed to go to bed, otherwise it was going to be really rough trying to get up this morning. So, but I really want to finish it tonight. I do have, Lions meeting tonight, as well as the board meeting for Lions afterwards, but I should be home between 8 and 8:30, so I should be getting a really good chunk of it read. I mean, we read 109 pages yesterday. Like, this, I cannot put this book down and stress it enough. It takes every ounce of me to, like, stop. And that's why I always have to find points where it's like, okay, it's starting to thin out, maybe I can stop now, before it, like, kicks into gear. Also, the 18+ spicy content in this, chef's kiss, like, oh my goodness. Like, we had some in Stalking Jack the Ripper series, but of course it was a Victorian era that this book takes place in, so I feel like maybe she just either wasn't comfortable, like she was trying to stay to the time period, or she wasn't completely comfortable writing these scenes yet, because she didn't really know how. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, holy crap, like, times 10 in this book, and it's like, oh my, like, there are some scenes I was fanning myself. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there was some scenes I was fanning myself, because I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, my eyes are glued to the page, like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know what that speaks of me, but, you know, I'm not gonna lie, right now, and I thought I would never say this,
I would put the spicy content in this book over the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and we know how spicy those books can. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know, maybe it's because, you know, Prince of Wrath, I mean, the whole princess of having, like, a bad boy reputation and having this type of, like, sexual energy is supposed to be a thing, but, whoo! But yeah, as you can tell, I am enjoying the book. Maybe a little too much. So, today, I do have work. I actually have to be there early, so that's the reason why I'm also ready a little bit earlier. Usually I don't try to get ready until, like, between 8 and 8:30, but I am ready a little bit early, because there's a photography class coming from the high school that's going to be there between 9 and 9:15, to take pictures outside and maybe inside some of the buildings, for their class. And, yeah, and then that means, I do have a docent coming in. She's going to be here throughout the month of October, so she's going to take her regular Tuesdays, so that means I can leave around 3, because I showed up at 9. Still sticking to hours, but, yeah, I was planning on, doing the minutes, because I'm the secretary for the Lions Club here, but for some reason, I feel like it's because since my computer's not updating like it's supposed to, my USB drives are not working, so I can't do the minutes, so I'll have to wait until I do that at work. I have to print them off at work anyways, but I just didn't want to take work time to do this, but apparently that's going to happen. And it's just going to be an easy day, so come along with me, and let's go to work for this last day of the vlog. So another bombshell. I read at least 2 chapters. We're up to chapter 23 now. And we just found out Claudia, supposedly Amelia's best friend from the Palomino whatever world, is the first witch's daughter, Lucia. And the reason why she ends up as Claudia is because she is Pride's wife. The wife that ran away and decided to forget her memories because she felt like Pride could never love her truly the way he could love her just because of his sin. And she has the Blade of Ruination. The plot thickens. So Amelia knows who she has to go visit now. And figure out how. Because Claudia doesn't have any memories. And if she tried to take the blade, she probably could end up killing her. So, interesting. So we'll have to see what Amelia does, but I have to currently go get my boyfriend from work, so we'll see when we come back. I'm done with the book. Now I don't know what to do with my life. And from the way the acknowledgement read, pretty sure this book series is going to be a trilogy. I don't think there's another book coming out. So this is the end. I need more. Sorry. If I didn't show my frustration, I need more. I need more. Like, she leaves it off that if she wanted to continue this series, she could. But I need more. So many twists and turns. Like, literally finding out, like, even the last plot point of finding out how they're related to the first witch. It's just... I knew that the way she was tying up ties, this would be the last book. I just want more. I just want more. So definitely a 5 out of 5 read for me. And my favorite book so far of 2022. Yep. By far. So, but I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for coming along for the first vlog of October. And the readathon. I know we only got one book finished, but that just happens. That's my life. But I'm going to be starting the vlogs a little sooner, so maybe we can get some more books read. So, but we finished a prompt. Yay. And yeah, so, well, I'm going to bid you guys farewell for now. I hope everybody has a great start to their weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.